Generic greetings! There's a certain amount of pleasure I find in rediscovering things. Things like a nice pair of comfy jeans at the back of the wardrobe, or perhaps a bottle of beverage that you forgot you bought that's been stuck in the cupboard for a while, or maybe even a lovely slice of Battenberg that you accidentally dropped behind the radiator 2.5 years ago. Well, maybe not that last part, probably a bad example there, but the first two certainly, and that's where I am with Parkitect. I played this when it was in early access a couple of years ago and did a couple of videos, and I always wanted to come back to it when it was done, and it's currently version 1.3, and I can't say I've totally rediscovered it. It was always there on my radar, I just sort of never really cared much about jumping on it, and owing to watching a couple of people's videos, I thought I'll give it a try, and yeah, I'm glad that I did, and I am enjoying it immensely, and that's why this video exists. Let's just jump in, and by the way, today's beverage is a nice cup of green tea. So if you're not aware what the game is, essentially it is a modern take on Roller Coaster Tycoon. I don't think it is unreasonable nor unfair to really call it how I see it, because it takes a lot of inspiration from that. It obviously has this sort of isometric look. You can actually rotate the camera and indeed put free camera on if you want to, but yeah, it does a lot of things very, 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 very similar to Roller Coaster Tycoon. It is, like I say, it's a modern take. It does sort of evolve on the formula with certain things, like you've got more stuff for research, and you've got like a logistics network for certain things, but it doesn't stray too far from home from what I've played, which is about 4 hours. But either way, it's not about any sort of critical decisions or analysis here. We're just going to enjoy it and play it, and it's absolutely hoying it down. So this is the park that I think it's a second level of the campaign, and as you can see, there's a lot of people in here, and they're probably quite wet. You can click on them, you can get things like their overall thoughts, although George Baker has no thoughts whatsoever. You can see I've built already a couple of things here. We've got the spiral slide, which is fairly mediocre. I think if we go over to statistics and see, it's low, and very low in terms of excitement, intensity, and nausea. We've got this thing over here, which is the Graviton, and it is pretty good. You can see the revenue is coming in quite well. And you can see it's low, medium for excitement, intensity, and nausea. So it's probably one of the most extreme rides that we have. The rest of them are quite tame. So we've got this thing here, which is our Calm River ride, and there's not a lot of people coming on it. The thing is, it's got a very high capacity, so what I might do, I don't know whether to knock the price down somewhat to say 150, just because, you know, I'd rather have more people on it than it being sort of pretty much empty. The problem with it is, if we go over to statistics once again, you can see it's very low in excitement and intensity and nausea, but the decoration's quite good as well. So anyway, I think what we're really missing out on here is not an extreme roller coaster, not extreme, that wouldn't be the right term, but one that it's got quite a couple of sharp bits, because at the moment overall there's not a lot of intensity in the park, and we need to increase that. So let's build something. So let's go over to here. You've got calm rides, you've got thrill rides there. Maybe another thrill ride might be in order. Do we want to put another thrill ride in? I don't think that's unreasonable to do. Let's put the entrance, I think, there, and then the exit there. And what we'll do is we'll go over to this tab here, and then we'll place our park walkway across there, and that can join up to there, and then that can go up to there, and then we'll place our pathway so it goes up and back and across and then to there, and we want to change it to that side. Can we change it to that side? I'm pretty sure we can. We can do that and then do that, and there we go. Now it's fixed. So this is the twister, and we will just open it up because why not? I'm not going to alter any of the statistics. It currently won't show. Oh no, it does, sorry. It's outdated values awaiting new test results. So they'll have to do a bit of a test on it to figure out what the deal is. But there you go. That's pretty nice. Because it's isometric and because it's very stylized, it's very, very, very easy to make a semi-decent looking park in almost no time at all. Obviously, with things like Planet Coaster, you have an incredible amount of detail in it, and you can make some really, really good stuff. But because of just the nature of the beast and how it is, it can take quite a while to do. Whereas this, you know, a couple of flower beds, a couple of hedgerows, and you've got something that looks fairly okay. So anyway, we've got that in there. That's pretty good. We need to make our roller coaster. So let's go over to this one, and we'll say coasters. We've already got a mini coaster, so let's build a spinning coaster. Now, what I want to do is have it so that we have the coaster, say, going, I don't know, along the back here, and then up, and then spiral around, and the majority of the coaster being near the front. So to get to it, you have to go underneath it. So that should look pretty good. I'll put the entrance, or at least start the station, probably about there, and then we'll go for maybe a section of 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in total. And then what we'll do is we'll go up and then we'll chain drive and it'll be fairly harsh. And we'll take it up to about, I think about 9 it'd be perfectly acceptable. There we go. And then what we can do is we can slowly move it down. Now, I don't want to put it on. Oh, good grief, you can make it really sharp if you want to. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll make it straight, and then we'll go probably sharp round like so. We'll still have the, we call it chain drive, but it's not. You can see it's these like boost wheels. And then what we'll do is we'll go straight down like that, and then I believe we can twist it, and what we'll do is we'll put a little kink into it there, maybe 30%, and then we'll spiral down. And do we want to go right down like that? I think we do want to go underground. I don't think that's really a big problem. I think, however, we'll keep turning and then we'll sort of level off a bit. Actually, which way is that facing? Oh, it's way too far underground. Okay, hang on, let me back that up just a smidge there. I think what we'll do from here, we'll go back over 1 and we'll go, say, down a little bit. We'll give it a little bit of a kink to the right, and then we'll put in maybe a 25-degree bend. And what that'll do is it'll spiral right down like that, and then we'll go straight and sort of put it to a 10-degree. Actually, no, we'll keep it on the 25, but then we'll straighten it out like that. But what we'll do is we'll add section to it, so the curvature, you might be able to see it, is slowly leveling out. We'll put it to about there, and then we're really low on the ground there. And I want it so that the entrance and exit are here, so we need to actually go up and over like that. We're not going to have it too steep. I think we'll put it to, like, say, probably a 2 there, and then we'll go up to probably a sharp 2, and then straight 2, and then another 1, and then down 2, and then a straight 2. Hang on, wait, back up Y1. Actually forward and then delete 1. You can see the controls are very simple to use, very powerful as well. And then what I'll do, I'll straighten it up there. Actually, I'll start putting. Do I want to do that? Actually, no. Let's back up a little bit. We'll go probably down by just a smidge there, and we'll probably bank it over by, say, 10 degrees, and we will start to have it go and whiz right round there, like straight overhead like that. That's what we're aiming for. We can even do a spiral down like that if we wanted to, although actually, do we want to do that and have the entrance go this way? Let's see what that looks like. No, the problem is it's just it won't fit in. Oh, it will fit in actually. We'll have to go quite a ways down though, underground. That's not too much of a problem, then they can walk past that way. Okay, let's do that. And then we'll also bank it over by about 25 degrees, and then round, but then we'll go straight. We'll give it a section of, say, that much. And we can't build it. We don't own the building rights. Where are we for that then? Are we just too far down? I think we might be too far down. That's the problem with going underground, you see. Slow underground, make it a 1. We'll tilt it over by about 15 degrees. 1, 2, and then straight. Like so. And then we'll say go straight underground like that. And then do we just burst out the top there? Like that. That's okay. And then spiral around this way. Under there, and then connect back up. Will that work? I have no idea. Let's see what it looks like first. So you can see this this is like the simulation of it. So that's the hologram. So it's going to turn around, and you can see, oh, by the way, the coaster is a spinny round one. And that looks pretty good. Not too sharp. Up and over, and then round there. That's nice and smooth. I like that. And then back underneath, and then whoop, bit of negative G on that one. Let's go to virtual view here. We can see we've got some virtual G-forces, we've got some lateral forces as we go around there. That's quite nice. The curves are quite good. Over to longitudinal, where basically your stomach's in your mouth. Yeah, that's pretty okay, that one. And then airtime, you can see a little bit of air there, and nothing here. Okay, so hopefully it'll be alright then. So we'll turn that back off. You can also go over to follow, and it'll follow the car there. You've got height marks, and you've got timer. So you've got enough to give you a nice readout there. So let's go for a gentle sort of sweep round. It's sort of maybe 15 degrees, and that'll come right round there. And it's just going to hit itself. Let's go back over then. Maybe straight by 1 and then turn back round. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, that works. And then like that. And then what we'll do is we'll put an S-bend in, like so. Actually, no, do you want to go straight? I want to go there, and then put an S-bend in that away. Oh, that looks pretty good. Yeah, okay, let's put an S-bend in there, and then we'll go back underneath. Actually, that's 4, and what's the height of that? 4. Alright, so those are pretty much the same. So we have to go right underneath, but that's not too much of a problem. We'll just put a gentle down slope on it. Actually, we'll go for a steep down slope, and that might work out if we straighten it up there. And oh, it's going to be far too close to that. I don't think if we did that we'd be able to fit stuff in. So where could we go? Actually, there's a thing. Delete that. Go to the other side of it, like so. We'll reduce that in terms of its... actually, try. Go on, we'll try. Is that going over the top of the... Oh, that's going over the top of that, and I don't like that. You can see that the S-bends, they're pretty good, the curves, because you can increase the size of it. So it's sort of dynamically generated. Oh, that's pretty good when it swerves across there, but what sort of size would we be able to manage? Would it be able to go right over the top? It would be able to go right over the top, wouldn't it? I don't think that's really a big problem. I think we'll do that. And then we just need to head down. Just go down there. Actually, back up 1. Want a curve, but we can't go down. Down there. No, we're going to start hitting something. Okay. I didn't mind that curve, but it's just fitting it in, isn't it? Okay, let's try with the size we had that before, where it goes over to, say, there, and then straight. Or is it not going to be? Are we not going to be able to build over that bit? I'm assuming up and over won't work. It will work. It will work. Yeah, we have the same problems before, though. It's just not going to be able to fit in. Okay. I think we'll have to keep it... keep it a bit simpler. Here's a thing. Here's a thing. What if we go down? And underground. And just curve it round. Like that. Then... do we bring it... Actually, what we'll do is we'll keep going further back. Like so. Build, straight, then left, and then straight up. Section of 1, and leveled out. And then... is that pretty much it? I think that's pretty much it. Let's go down a tiny bit. Ah, we're just going to be... are we just going to be off? No, it can connect up. There you go. It is connected. Right, let's follow the car. Up and round. Yeah. Nice gentle curve around there. Not too exciting on that bit, but it will be at this little juncture. And... oh, look at that. It's not underground enough. It's sticking out the top. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. Back to editing. We'll work on the principle of deleting from probably there and there. And we need to delete from there as well. Oh, that didn't work out. To there, build. I want to start editing from there, please. I'm going to have to use this, aren't I? Delete from there. There we go, we'll get rid of all that. We need to go further underground, you see. Right, so down. Probably there. And then level out. No, that won't be underground enough. That will be now. Yep, that's fine. Then sharp. Then straight by 1. And then Maybe another 1. Then a sharp. Is that about the right level? I think it is. And then... and 3 and a bit. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's go for a test. I need to put the entrance and exit in. The entrance can go... so the path's going to come down here. I think. Hang on. Can it fit in? Yes, it can. So the exit will come along here. Although it can't go there for some reason, which is strange. Probably because of these bits. And then we'll put the... that's built. We'll need to put the entrance there, exit there. Okay, let's go for a test. So, we want to test it. And we'll see what this is like. There's a shortage of ride parts. Safety will suffer. That's bad. We'll probably have to place another depot over here or something like that. In terms of staff, how many have I got? 2 janitors. I think we'll hire another janitor. We've got 2 haulers. We'll hire another hauler. We've only got 2 mechanics, so we'll just hire a bit more. Or more staff. We've got a raptor. Let's change it to a robot. There we go. Okay, so there is our test. It is running quite nicely. Following that there, following the car. It's charged automatically £3.50. Don't know whether that'll be good or not. I imagine that this ride will be quite... oh, look at the spin we've got going there. I think people are going to be throwing up quite a bit on this on this ride. I remember when you're making things on Roller Coaster Tycoon, often ended up to be like the Hurlinator, where it was fear 10, nausea 10, enjoyment 2 or something, and you'd always get the 1 or 2 people who would be like, yeah, I really fancy playing that, really fancy going on that. Excitement is very high, intensity medium, nausea low. Oh, well, you know what? That is good. That is actually much better rated than I expected. Right, I'm happy with that. Right, let's just build the entranceway. So what we'll do is we'll just zigzag it like so. And there we are. That's now in, and we will open it. In terms of the music, we're going to go for, I think, techno, because why not? And we're going to put some grass in. In fact, what we'll do is use the eyedropper tool and select that, and then you can place the trees in places. So we'll put a tree in there. We'll put a tree in. We'll put a tree in. Can we fit one in there? I don't think we can. Sadly not, but we can fit one under there. I do like to have the place quite green. The nature of the beast, really. We can't put that there. What we're going to do then, we'll have a little change up of that in a bit. Spin that round. Can we fit that in there? I think we can. Yes, we can. Oh no, it's actually replaced the other tree. That's not a problem. Actually, no, no, we'll put that tree back. Get rid of that. Eyedropper tool. Alright, okay. Rotate it around. Back to the eyedropper tool. Select that tree. Place that in there, place that in, say there. I see it automatically moves the bits around. You've got other things as well. You've got loads of stuff like fountains, and you've got lighting, which I've never had any success with. I haven't really messed around with it too much though. And the thing is, you've got you've also got like a blueprint function where you make something that is specifically. Oh, are those people a bit ill? I don't know. Tiredness, thirst, hunger. Oh, maybe that's why it's there. Anyway, we need to knock these off, because if we go over to our decoration, you can see it's fairly poor over there, so they don't like that. So we need to sort that out. Yeah, as I was saying, you got blueprints and such. So if I go over to, for example, coasters and this one here, you can see you can load blueprints, and you got you got this here, which is absolutely amazing. But it's it's what's been planned off. Like you'd build, like, say for example, blueprints like a castle tower. That's a perfect example, because that's all just individual parts that someone's made, and then they've basically saved as blueprint, which is cool. So you don't have to do it all the time. I want hedgerows. In fact, I do have any hedgerows over here, and what I'll do is I'm going to hedgerow off a lot of this stuff like so, because we don't want to see this thing. So we'll do that, and around there like that, you see. Same as this section, we don't want to see that bit. I like the way that the tiles, when you place them, if I place them there, it doesn't block the rest of this up. You can place them like so. That's pretty good. Okay, so there's that in there. What I'm going to do is get rid of that section and do this, because I think it would be fairly prudent to have a toilet there. As people are coming out of here. There we go. So there's our coaster, and I'm guessing it's making us a lot of money because there seems to be a lot of people on it. Revenue. No, it's not making us money. There's still lots of people going on it. I wonder if we've... you've completed your goal. Complete non-official goals by the end of year 1. Oh, hang on. Have we? Have we? Park info. Goals. Have at least 2,000 guests... or 200 guests in your park and complete it by the end of year 1. Yay! We managed to get that done. Excellent. Okay. What I'm going to do is... I'm going to continue on. Oh, there's a staff room and staff training. You've got loads of this stuff, like the transport tubes, that I haven't really messed around with too much. Oh yes, that's right, I want to put a hedge around this thing here. I mean, even just a safety rail would probably be prudent, but okay, let's just put that in like that, just so it blocks it up a little bit. Can you do that? You can, but it also doesn't look that safe, so I'm going to forego that. Let me get rid of these, actually, because I want to place them on that side, like so. It doesn't look great, actually, does it? We'll put up with it. Or maybe we change it. That side, I think. Yeah, it's a bit better. Cool. This is only my second campaign mission, and also, like, I think third park in total, so still relearning bits and bobs. Oh, look at that, they're all on it. I wonder what the thoughts on this are. Strong stomach, impatient, grumpy, tidy. You got traits there. And that changes, like, their overall desires. Look at all the people coming off with, like, heads down. Why is that? You. Tiredness is there, immersion, nausea is going down, hunger and tiredness is going up. Maybe somewhere to sit down is probably the way forward, because at the moment I've only got benches right at the front, so I'm going to say bench, and we'll place some benches. We'll rotate around like that. Rotate. There we go. And it was always a good thing to have a bench when you just leave, just as you leave, just so if people are going to be sick or whatever, they can sit down. Oh yeah, look at that, they're all sitting down as soon as they come off. That's pretty good. That's working out. I'm guessing because of the lack of seating, there's a lot of people tired. That's nice. Sit there and you can look at the fountain. That's not nice though, the fact that there's like 2 or 3 people on this. To be fair, when I built it I knew it was going to be not a great seller, simply because of the desires of a lot of the people. They really wanted a more intense ride, and I never give them that. Let me place some bins in here. And at least now I think that will hopefully be fulfilling some of the needs. Let's go over to guests. Satisfaction 88%. The park entrance fee is a good deal because I think it's free. The security here is our scenery here is amazing. I'm so tired I just want to go home. There's no high intensity rides, which we've just sorted out. You can see overall happiness is 100%. Tiredness is 81, but that should be... I'm guessing higher is better. So like if it's 8% tiredness, it doesn't mean 8% people tired. It means like, you know, if it's in the red, it's bad. Cleanliness is good, decoration is good, thirst is okay, hunger is fine because we have got pretzels and burgers, I believe, over on the right hand side. In terms of decoration though, we do have a bit of a problem because if we turn that on, you can see they do not like the look of this, and this line here is a bit boring. So we need to sort something out here. We need to improve that somewhat. So let's just put some more hedges in. I find that covering them in hedges like so removes the negative effect from that, which is pretty good. We do need some more things around here though, small scenery, so we'll turn that off and we'll check. See what we've got in props. We've got a blue whale, snowman, a raft, cars, fountains. There's lighting as well, which I've not had any great success with. Entrance booth for what? We'll plonk it down there. Why not? Oh, clock. That's pretty good. So you can place things in the flower beds and whatnot. You're not restrained to having just one tile filled with one thing. A water curtain. Well, a water curtain would be good, but I mean, where am I going to place it? Have it dripping from one of these? Because it's square, it would look fairly terrible. You can hold shift and make it go up and down like that, you see, but we're not. Because I don't think it fits anywhere. You've also got spotlights as well, which, yeah, I have no idea. Topiary, rocks. Just trying to make it a bit more interesting around there. That's took a lot of the negatives off. So you can see this row here is really, really good because of all of the bushes and such. That. And change the scaling of it as well. Go and place that there. So just dumping a couple of rocks around. It's pretty much we designed the one in Planet Coaster. Lots of rocks and trees, and we spent a lot of time on the lighting actually. A lot of time on the lighting. Gates, hangers. Hanger pieces, pavilions. So, because you can make huge buildings, that's why you've got all these pieces. Shapes and supports and loads of walls. Don't think we're going to bother with that one. Signs, path sign, trash bins, TVs. I wonder what that's for. Showing like probably how many rides or how many what the queue length is and stuff like that. Maybe. But that is, I think, a fairly decent ride. Look at the amount of people coming on it. Oh, we're gonna have to charge more because, you know, naked profiteering by knocking up by 50 generic units of currency. So we're still not making money. Overall, it's still minus, but it's not as many minuses as perhaps you would expect. I think we're gonna have to put the prices up across the park just so we're not closing. This one's gone up to I think a fiver. This one is, I can go up to 250. That one, that's already on 250. This one, I mean, just running it is probably at a massive loss, I'm guessing. Let's have a look. Yeah, look at that. It's costing us 80. But we're only making 48. But we're going to keep it nonetheless. This one is probably making us loads of money. It is making us loads of money. 117 offset by just the 20. This one will probably be pretty bad. Oh, no, it's about even. It's about even. What we'll do is we'll put it up to, say, 2. There we go. I'm personally more of a fan of charging an entrance fee and then everything is free on site. Obviously, things like food and, you know, merchandise and stuff isn't, but, like, the rides are. I mean, you're already, if you're paying in, you're already then paying for your time normally waiting for a lot of these rides. Good grief, there's no soft deceleration when you come over that ramp. It just breaks. When I built it, I'm pretty sure there wasn't any brakes. Let me just have a click on this and check the decoration, actually. So, graphs. Scenery rating is actually quite decent. The supply surplus of cups, decreasing prices by 21%. Okay, that's a thing. Yes, apparently it's a bit bare bones over here. Well, that's sort of to be expected, but I don't know what I can put over there other than some more tree. Maybe tree under there, tree there. I say putting some more in would also help, but there we are. That should increase this now. I mean, I've only been on this map about maybe 45 minutes. I've already made something that's fairly terrible, I know, but it's not too bad. It's alright. It does have that roller coaster tycoon vibe. For good or ill, it doesn't stray too far from the far from that. I mean, even just the the layout of these tabs and stuff are just, as far as I can remember, pretty much the same. Obviously they've expanded with things like the graphs and stuff to show you where things are happening on these rides, and I think you've got a couple more options for painting, and certainly this blueprints creation thing is much more detailed than, well, there wasn't such thing as in Roller Coaster Tycoon. At least not the first one with expansions. Played the first one, all the expansions, quite a bit. Second one I played a little bit, but it was pretty much, as far as I remember, just like the first. And never played the third. It's supposed to be alright though. What else haven't we got? We haven't got any tasks. We deliver cups to fruit juices, sugar to fruit juices, and that to there. And they're getting carried. They're walking there, yeah. Whether we have some more eateries over here, it might be a good idea, but what we'd have to do is have a logistical network, and I don't think that's a problem. Let's do that then. So we'll go over to our paths there. What we're going to do, pathing all the way along here, fairly big sort of open boulevard type arrangement, and then we'll have burgers, fruit juices. I don't know why the tab closes. Burgers, fruit juices, and then we will put a toilet on the end there. Alright. Then what we'll do is we'll have a depot. And we'll place the depot like so. And we'll have to run the pipe. So this pipe has to connect up to our existing one, which is... hang on. It is there. So it'll run across, and then we'll connect it up. Is that connected up? I think that is connected up. So that's where things will be delivered to. We'll have to have a little bit of a path that goes along there. And that'll come to there, and that's how the staff can get around. But the rest of it we'll seal off with, you guessed it, some more hedge. So along there and around the back. Actually there and there. Then on the edge there. We'll take that around a bit. I'm just going to redo that. If you press and hold on one of the items for deletion, it will actually just delete the bit that you've the same item. So if I right click here, it'll delete that. But if I right click and hold on there, it'll only delete. I'm holding right click. It'll only delete them pieces, which is a nice touch. There we go. So then we're going to have a hedge end, and we'll place a hedge end in there and there. There we are. And then we need to connect all this up. So we'll say that one then. We'll add, and you need to add all of these buildings basically. And there's all those three. And they've now got a supply there. And you can see the little lines coming from there. And if when you zoom right in, you can see there's bits in there like meat and sugar and such. It'll be delivered to there. It'll take a while for the staff to come along and do that because they have to still collect it from there and move around. In fact, there's one of them there, I think. So we've got something that's broken down. It did pop up earlier. Twister is broken down. Oh, people are stuck on it. That's never good. Looks like we've got Neil O'Neill, 1L. And they're just waiting for that. Being worked on by Mary Ellen Mechanic. So that is getting worked on. There you go. You can see them working there. Just batting that box. And now it's back working. Excellent. And free spins for everybody. Good. So it looks like this place around here is, well, making an OT a huge success. Decoration, you can see is bad down here, but people shouldn't go there. I wonder if there's a sign that says no entry. I'm sure there will be. Signs. Path sign, path sign, path sign. If I place a path sign in, say, there, no entry for guests, there you go, yeah, so that stops them going all that way. Excellent. We should really probably go ahead and place that like that. It's just better for them. And what we want to do is get that bench, and we'll have like a... Well, you can only place it on the edge. Oh, I thought you could place it in the middle. That's a shame. I was going to make like a row of benches up and down, but apparently you cannot do that. I bet if I do that, though, it will allow me to do so. Yeah, it will. We're not going to put benches on that side. Instead, what we'll do is have some bins. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then in that, because we haven't done so, some nice flower beds. I think we will probably mix it up, though, with the same ones. Are they the same? No, these ones have got stone around them, which is a bit better for where they are. And there we go. That is our pretty decent sort of buying area. Oh, see that? That TV is actually showing different things. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. In terms of finances, we are still losing money, but you can see that's slowly being reduced. 8, 5, and we're in profit for the first time ever. At least what looks to be there. We are now finally in profit. We haven't taken out any loans. We haven't done any campaigns because we don't need to do so. And there we are. We spent 4,000 last time building all of that. We probably did. Oh, that looks really nice in the rain, doesn't it? It is stylized, but it does have its it does have a charm to it. I can't say it's an ugly looking game at all. The lighting is nice on the signs and such. Yeah, we should really place some more lights. I wonder if there's a way to simulate day and night. Yes, there is. There's day, there's night. I'll have to play around with some more of that. Anyway, that is a little bit of Parkitect. As I said earlier, I'm in that sort of rediscovery honeymoon stage where it's like, oh yes, great, this is great, I'm really enjoying this. Maybe in some amount of time I might go, getting bored of that now. You know, I might go, it's too samey or whatever, but I don't know, I can't see it. It reminds me of the game that I used to play a lot of, and it's just the modern take on it, and I'm enjoying it. Looking forward to playing a bit more of the campaign, and certainly researching more stuff and seeing what other courses you can get. Anyway, if you like what you see, then the link is in the description so you can check it out yourself. If you want to see more of this, then by all means let me know in the comments, and we will go from there. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.